Right then, you horrible lot. I have spent a god-awful amount of time updating my skill build because I am really bored of my skill build just relying purely on skills. So I thought, you know what? I wanted to do at least okay DPS with my capacitor, because capacitor for some odd reason, despite the fact that it's very, very skill orientated, comes with a passive 10% critical hit chance and a 30% critical hit damage. I don't know why at all. Like, it's statistically at base, it's like one of the most overpowered friggin' exotics in the game. It's near enough an SMG at base, but it buffs your skills. Don't ask. No one knows, no one cares, no one knows why. It just works in this regard. So what would happen if we then built for a little bit of crit chance and crit damage on our skill build? Well, the end result is what you see before you, and it is glorious. Obviously though, with every build going nowadays, there are pros and there are cons. The pros on this are quite simply, you will do some seriously stupid damage as long as all of your skills are targeting a single target. You're going to be doing some serious armor and health damage using the capacitor with a decent critical hit chance and critical hit damage. Your weapon damage is still going to be lacking because you're relying on your skill tier, as well as memento, because we are using memento. So those memento stacks are going to be a want-need requirement. However, with everything lined up correctly, you will still do some pretty hefty damage, which is sexy for damage. From there, we are able to do some pretty damn incredible things, such as kill things really quickly, not die very easily, and complete missions with relative ease and comfort. Downside being the cooldown on our skills are completely reliant on those memento stacks for skill efficiency, which is can be a little bit of a bummer, but once you've got it sort of rolling, it's kind of hard to stop. It's basically a build. You start off slow, bit cumbersome, bit lacking, but once you get those memento stacks rolling, you are in a world of your own where, I don't want to say nothing can hurt you, but you're not exactly in any really imminent danger from anything or anyone, and nothing really does enough damage, even on heroic with some a few directives rolling. Nothing really has enough to really one-shot you or hurt you too much. You heal pretty consistently, you do enough skill damage as well as weapon damage to frag the entire game. And overall, I would actually rate this as probably one of the best skill/hybrid builds going. There are some other weird and wacky things you can do with this. You can run a Cheska piece if you've got the correct pieces to get yourself to at least 60% crit chance. But it kind of depends on how you want to play it. I've gone with a little bit more skill orientated, as well as the fact that you are not actually tied to using any particular specialization. I've kept this on technician just because I'm pretty sure when people see skill build and then they see someone running gunner or something, they get a little bit sort of, oh, God, you're not running technician for a skill build, what's wrong with you? Well, we don't actually have to because we're awesome. Right, in all seriousness, this build in terms of skill damage, not the highest. In terms of weapon damage, not the highest. When you combine the two, it is absolutely on par with some of the top end builds you probably have seen going around. It absolutely does work. There is just one caveat to that, which I've basically already said. It is completely reliant on those memento stacks for your weapon damage, your skill cooldown, pretty much everything. If you are able to get maxed out mods and recalibrations, you will be at 50% crit chance with 111% crit damage. You do not have to use the one piece Hanayu that I have rocking in this build, which I will get to pretty damn soon. You can potentially swap that out for either a Cheska piece, roll it to skill tier, obviously, and you will be at 60% crit chance, 111% crit damage, or to Grupo and you'll be at 50% crit chance and a glorious 126% critical hit damage. You could also potentially actually keep it as a red core for your weapon damage if you plan on sticking with Technician, because you've already gaining a skill tier from Technician. Memento at least still gives us a skill tier, so we can change a red, well, a yellow potentially to a red for some more weapon damage, for a bit more of that hybrid capability. Yes, which would therefore give us more overall deeps, because we love the deeps here. We love it. It's very deep. It's like some HR Giga crap. Deep. Anyway, yeah, I'm basically transitioning all of my skill builds into some weird hybrid crit damage, skill damage build, just because with Capacitor they just work so much better in total. For me personally, the whole skill damage, skill haste side is completely dead. There's 0 point in doing it. And just to show here, we're going to put this to veteran, not veteran, I'm on cocaine. We're going to put this to named and just put it to 5 meters, just because my aim is terrible. And so just for the weapon damage, as we can see, it will take approximately 2 magazines with headshots, obviously, because, you know, represent headshots. That's what we do over here. I'm terrible with my aim, by the way, so yeah, when I do headshots, I'm completely joking. With all of our skills out, we can get through a name delete in 1 magazine. Just hopefully we'll show our DPS, or average time to kill, really, from there. As for the build, 3-piece Empress, and it's basically crit chance and skill damage everywhere, apart from the mods, which are crit damage. So it's, yeah, skill damage, crit chance, skill damage, crit chance, skill damage, crit chance. Mods are all crit damage, and then there's Memento. Anyway, have fun, good luck, don't die. With this build you won't, you will kill everything else instead. Toodles.